Fifth grade into math lesson 5.5. Apply volume formulas. I can use a formula to find the volume of a rectangular prism. Step it out. Jeannie buys the fish tank shown. Letter A. You know that the volume of a rectangular prism can be expressed as the product of its length, width, and height. Write a formula to model the volume of a rectangular prism. So what is our formula, guys? Volume equals length times width times height. Use the formula to write an equation for the volume of the tank. So we're going to plug in our numbers, right? So we put volume equals 6 inches times 13 inches times 8 inches. Oops, forgot my multiplication. Letter C, multiply from left to right. What is the product of the length? Okay, so like I told you guys before, sometimes we can put a couple numbers together, right? So what can we put together? The 6 and 8 to do 48, right? Okay, so let's do 48 times 13. So 3 times 8 is, put the 4, carry the 2. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Mark off the 2, mark off the 3, and put a 0 because we're moving to the 10 spot, right? 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 4 is 4. And then we add, so 4, 12, carry the 1, 6. So what is the product of that? Oh, sorry guys. We just found our answer, right? Okay, so this goes down here, 624. 624 what? Cubic inches. I misread that, and they want the length and the width. So we would take 6 times 13, right? So 13 times 6. So 8, 1, 7, right? So it'd be 78 inches, what? Square inches. Because you technically found the area of the base, right? Okay. And then by taking it times the 8, we found the layers, correct? Okay. All right. Number 2, Jeannie finds another fish tank in the shape of a right rectangular prism with the dimensions shown. Let B represent the base of the area of a right rectangular prism. What equation represents the base area of the fish tank? So we would do B, so they said that equals the base area. Okay, so what would that be? 7 times 12, so 7 inches times 12 inches. So write a formula to model the volume of a right rectangular prism using B. So this is where we're going to do our formula. Yesterday I was telling you guys to use A for area. Okay, it's actually V equals base times height. Okay, so use the formula to write an equation for the volume of the tank. What is the volume of the tank? So we're going to fill this in. So V equals, what is for the base area? What is 7 times 12? 84 inches times what's our height? 9. Okay, so 9 times 4 is 36. Okay, mentally carry the 3. 9 times 8 is plus 3 is 75. So 756 inches cubed, or you could write 756 cubic inches. Right? Test understanding. Number 1, a storage unit is 12 feet wide, 8 feet long, and 9 feet high. What is the volume of a storage unit? So what is our formula? Okay, and we're going to plug it in. Volume equals the length is 8 feet by 12 feet by 9 feet, right? So 8 times 12 is 96, and then 96 times 9. So 9 times 6 is 54. Put the 4, carry the 5. 9 times 9 is 81. Plus 5 is, so 864 cubic feet. Okay, find the volume. So should I see formulas on every one of these? Yes. So what is my formula for number 2? Volume equals length times width times height. So then volume equals 6 times 3 times 4. And just like we talked about yesterday, can we put a couple together to make it easier for us? We could do the 3 and the 4 first, right? Because that gets us what? 12, and then we know our multiples of 12. So 12 times 6 is 72. So 72, and then I can write it as centimeters cubed, or I can write it as 72 cubic centimeters. Either way, right? Okay, number 3. What is my formula? Okay, so my length is 12 times 4 times 6. Oh, I put it the wrong way, right? It should be 12 times 6 times 4, which is okay, right? Okay, what can I do? So can I just do 12 times 4, which is 48, and then take 48 times 6. Okay, so 8, carry the 4. 24 plus 4 is 28. So 288 cubic centimeters, or I can put centimeters cubed, either way, right? All right, number 4. What is my formula? Volume equals length times width times height. Okay, so volume equals 10 times 5 times 2. Can I put something together to make it easier? The 10 and the, or, well, you could put a lot of things together, right? So what's 10 times 5? 50 times 2 is, so 100 inches cubed. All right, number 5. What is our formula? So volume equals 4 times 4 times 4. So 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4. 4 times 6 is, put the 4, mentally carry the 2. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 2 is 6. So 64 feet cubed. Or I could write 64 cubic feet. On your own, number 6, Zachary has a trunk with the dimensions shown. What is the volume of the trunk? So what is my formula? Okay, volume equals, or technically 16 is the width, right? Okay. All right, so let's take 16 times 13. So 3 times 6 is 18. Carry the 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Plus 1 is 4. Mark off the 1. Mark off the 3 and put a 0 because we're moving to the 10 spot. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 1 is, then we need to add 8, 10. Carry the 1, 2. Now we need to take it times 30. And remember, when you're multiplying by a unit of 10, you can just pop it out, right? So then you don't have to plug it through. So bring it down, 0. 3 times 8 is 24. Put a 4, carry the 2. 3 times 0 is 0. Plus 2 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. So our answer would be 6,040 inches cubed, or you can write cubic inches. A dresser is in the shape of a right rectangular prism. The area of the base is 6 square feet and the height is 4 feet. What is the volume of the dresser? So is our formula going to be volume equals length times height, or is our formula going to be volume equals base area times height? First or second one? Second. So it's going to be volume equals base area times the height. Okay, so volume equals, what was our base area? So base is right here, height is here, and what is the volume of the dresser? So what are my numbers I'm going to plug in? 64. So 6 for the base area, height for 4. Okay, so 6 times 4 is 24. So 24 cubic feet, or I could write 24 feet cubed, either way. Okay, let's work this one as a base area. For the base area, so volume equals base area times height. So I'd write volume equals parentheses, what's the base area? 4 times 2, right? Times 5. So V equals, what's 4 times 2? 8 times 5 is, so 40 feet cubed, or 40 cubic feet. Okay, number 9, let's do volume equals length times width times height for our formula. So even if you do the base area, unless it's automatically given to you, you still have to write 2 numbers, correct? Yes, just going to use parentheses to say you're doing that first. So volume equals 8 times 4 times 8. Okay, so could we put the 8 together? Yeah. Okay, so we could say 64 times 4. So 4 times 4 is 16. Carry the 1. 4 times 6 is 24 plus 1 is, so 256 inches cubed. Or I could write 256 cubic inches. Okay, number 10. So volume equals length times width times height. Volume equals what? 6 times 4 times 9. Okay, so 24 times 9. 9 times 4 is 36. So put the 6, carry the 3. 9 times 2 is, plus 3 is, so 216 cubic inches, or inches cubed. Next one. Volume equals length times width times height. Volume equals, so 16 times 6. So 6 times 6 is 6. Carry the 3. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 3 is 9. So 96 cubic feet. Or you could write 96 feet cubed. Okay, next one. Volume equals length times width times height. So volume equals 13 times 5 times 8. So can we do 5 times 8, which is 40? So 13 times 40, the 0, 2, carry the 1, and 5, right? So 520 centimeters cubed.